For this project, you're going to need a heart candy mold, which these are plastic ones I found at my Joann Fabrics. You're going to need a microwave-safe bowl, a spoon, some kind of decorations that are colorful. I found sprinkles and mini M&Ms. I also chose to use these squeeze. It made it easier to put the chocolate in the molds, and they only cost $2 at my Joann Fabrics. You're also going to need chocolate. I chose to use white chocolate and dark chocolate. You're going to want to start by putting the chocolate or candies in the bottom of your molds. This is what's going to be the decoration on the tops of your chocolates. Once you have your molds looking how you want them, you're going to start by melting your chocolate. I decided to do the white chocolate first, that way the toppings stood out more. I started by emptying about half of my white chocolate into a microwave-safe bowl and microwaving it in 15-second intervals until it was completely melted. You want to make sure you stir in between each interval so that the chocolate gets thoroughly melted. After it's melted and looks kind of like this, you want to put it into your squeeze bottle. You can also use a piping bag or your spoon, but I think something like this would be easier because a spoon can get a little bit messy. After your squeeze bottle is full, make sure your cap is on very tightly, and then you're going to be filling the molds about halfway full with the white chocolate. After you fill all of your molds, you want to tap the mold just a few times on the table. This eliminates any air bubbles and flattens out the surface for the next color of chocolate. To speed up the process of having the chocolate harden, I stuck mine in the freezer for just a couple minutes, about the same amount of time it took me to melt the dark chocolate. I melted the dark chocolate the same way I did the white chocolate and then filled my other squeeze bottle. If you're going to be doing 2 colors of chocolate like I am, you want to make sure you tap the mold in between every 5 chocolates or so. Because the chocolate underneath is cold and it tends to freeze the chocolate on top quicker and makes it set. I found that a couple of my first tries were a little bit bumpy. You're just going to stick that in the freezer for a couple minutes to let that harden, and then you're going to repeat as many times as you would like. If you want to do all of your chocolate, if you only have one gift to give, then this may be enough. I chose to do mine a couple more times. If you only bought one mold like I did, that's perfectly fine. After the chocolates have had time to set in the freezer, you just pop them out on a plate and set them in the refrigerator so that they don't melt. Rinse off your mold and you're all set to go for your next round of chocolates. here's my finished chocolates. Aren't they super cute? And I'm not gonna lie, I did taste a couple. They taste awesome. If you're going to be giving these away as a gift, I highly suggest these little cute bags. I found mine in the dollar section at Target. I'm just putting in a couple, and the bags come with little closures, which makes it super easy. If you don't want to use those, I would suggest maybe just ribbon. If you're like me, you may find that you have a lot of extra chocolate left over after you make your hearts. I made mine into some bark. I'm putting sprinkles onto a paper plate and just patting them so that the surface is flat. After I have the sprinkles how I want them, I'm taking my white chocolate first, melting it down, and then just going to be pouring it over top of the sprinkles. Once I have all my chocolate poured on, I'm going to be using my spoon and spreading the chocolate out, and then sticking it in the refrigerator to cool for a few minutes. And then repeating the same process again with the dark chocolate. Once your chocolate has set, it should look something like this. It should peel right off of your paper plate, and then I used a knife to help me crack it open a little bit. You want to break the pieces up into bite-sized pieces or something that'll take 1 or 2 bites. And there's the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below and let me know if you try this out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!